All right. Welcome, everyone. We're going to get started in just a minute. We're just waiting for a couple more people to join us. I'm so excited to be sharing this information with you. It's made a huge difference in my life, and I know so many of my clients and so many friends and family that I can't keep it to myself anymore. I have to share it, but because it makes such a difference in everyone's life. So I'm super excited to get started, and I want to honor your time. And so we're going to go ahead and start. So truly, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And if you hear any loud thumps or noises, the children are right upstairs. The wonderful gifts of our having healthy women's bodies. But they tend to be exuberant at bedtime when mommy and daddy are ready for bed. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And if you have, just a little housekeeping, if you have any questions throughout, we're going to keep the questions to the end to make sure we get through all the good info. And then for sure you can put questions in the chat, or just, again, you can save them to the end, but I'll check everything at the end and we'll review and also keep to the end because we have a special offer for those of you who made the time to be here tonight or are watching it right after. Okay. And I'm going to stop my video so that you can just focus on the information. You'll still hear me, and then I'll say hello at the end again. So again, welcome everyone. I'm so excited to be with you tonight, to be sharing our time, and just connect about really how you can have happy and healthy cycles. And we usually think, well, we might have healthy cycles, or really just want to not have pain, or I just kind of don't want to be cranky for a lot of the month. But really, you can. There are a lot of good, amazing natural things that support our bodies, help us get back into balance, and we're going to go through some of those tonight. And then give yourself the gift of time. Really, the next half hour, just kind of focus. Put your phone away. I know I am a bad culprit of trying to multitask, and then really everything suffers, right? The one thing isn't getting, or multiple things aren't getting paid attention to. Really give yourself the gift of time. We just have a short time tonight. And then just make sure you stay to the end again so you don't miss a special offer just for you on this webinar. And it's really only available for a limited amount of time. And my promise, there we go. My promise to you really is to discover 5 myths about healthy cycles, things we kind of always assume are just normal, but they're really not. We don't have to be in pain. We don't have to be really uncomfortable. We don't have to have crazy things going on. They are of signs that our body needs help. And then how you can get the answers and the solutions you want so that you can have healthy and happy cycles. So a little bit more about me. A lot of you know me already, but just to get to know you better, if you don't know me, I am a certified fertility care practitioner, really teaching hundreds of clients about fertility awareness and authentic women's health care. And I have really had my own personal health journey with fibromyalgia and really all the systems it affects, right? Digestive, neurological, endocrine systems, to name a few. And I found answers and solutions to help support my body, emotions, and mind. And I love being able to help women and families advocate for their health. I have a background in engineering, and I love learning and sharing about the science and power of essential oils and fertility awareness. And with my husband and 2 little girls, we recently, it's been about a year now, moved back to the Midwest from California. And it's really cold again. So my body isn't used to this. And I did it one winter, but I'm still not used to it. And my family really has found enormous support with essential oils and CBD, and keeping our immune systems strong and our emotions calm. And I'm definitely, obviously, a user of fertility care system. I've been helped with infertility. We had primary and secondary infertility, both our children. We're very blessed to have 2 wonderful children. Postpartum depression, anxiety, secondary infertility, which I just mentioned, polycystic ovarian syndrome, irregular cycles, hormone imbalances, PMS, and really I've become a good teacher as I've experienced a lot of the issues women face. And now as a mom of 2 little ones, really miracles again, thanks to understanding the root cause of what was going on and finding natural solutions, as we'll talk about today. I have a passion for helping women and families really find the solutions they need to thrive. We're all super busy. We have amazing things we're all trying to balance and juggle and do. And a lot of times our own health takes the back seat. And so I want you to know and really understand that our bodies are really designed to be amazing. And they're just even sometimes simple things and sometimes more complex, but a lot of simple things we can do to help ourselves feel better, now. So if just to check in, are you struggling with, infertility, PMS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, crazy cycles, endometriosis, or painful cycles, postpartum depression, anxiety, and really even just finding any kind of natural solutions for it? And imagine now that you can have a healthy body, healthy pregnancies, that PMS is a thing of the past. I never thought that would be true, except that it is now. Going from 2 weeks of intense PMS to it's been, amount of time and finding different things that have helped. But I have to say that the recent short time and all the different things I've added in, I can't say that I feel it except a twinge, right? Or, oh, that's what that is. Okay, I have to be a little more patient with everyone. So it's a huge, huge, amazing thing. And then really polycystic, it's kind of like the fibromyalgia of the fertility or the reproductive world. They don't really know what's causing it, but there's a lot of symptoms that you can help, and really finding answers and solutions, especially even to crazy cycles coming into regular cycles. And if you're struggling with endometriosis or painful cycles, really you can imagine pain-free cycles. Or struggling with postpartum depression or anxiety, there's relief. There's tangible, concrete things you can do and take that are working with your body to help balance it out. And then really finding natural ways to help everything. Imagine, that there's lots of different ideas out there and maybe medicines that could help. But if you're, like I really wanted something natural that would help my body, that would really help it get back into balance. And so this is what we're going to be talking about tonight. So let's cover myth number 1. Normal periods are painful or debilitating. That is definitely not true. There is no reason to suffer. That is a definite sign that your body is out of balance. You can have a pain-free, healthy cycle. There's a lot of these conditions we consider normal because there isn't necessarily a standard care option that really has a good solution or to take care of it. But really, these common, per se, issues are really not normal. So even like fibroids or food intolerances can play a part in a lot of things. And really, I've been there. I remember in college having debilitating. I couldn't even go to lab, engineering lab. And yet now, I can't say even, I notice, but there's not much else. So really, and I've seen so many clients who've had a lot of debilitating issues and they get the help they need in the ways they need it. And their body, he wants to heal. And then there's these ways to help really do that. So myth number 2, PMS is normal and you should just deal with it. I like the little sign, PMS zone. I think I could have used that a while ago. And chocolate. That is my definite need. But in a funny way, you notice that for those of us who crave chocolate, it tends to be some kind of mineral or vitamin, something you're lacking. And there's a lot of science, and if you're lacking, or if you're craving chocolate, you may be deficient in magnesium. So there's a lot of keys to just what's going on in your body. And really PMS and even PMDD, that's the much more severe version, are just signs, truly signs that your body needs help to get back into balance. They're signs of hormonal imbalances. And cravings, again, could be signs of deficiencies. And even the MTHFR gene mutation, if you have heard of that before, maybe you haven't. It is a gene mutation, and it can wreak havoc in our reproductive systems. And there's lots of things that we can do to help support our bodies to have that not be such a huge factor. And really, I went from cranky extreme, as I mentioned, up to 2 weeks of every cycle dealing with this to now barely even noticing it. And I'll say my husband is very happy about that. So myth number 3, infertility is a mystery, and that is definitely not true. There are answers and there's definitely hope. Really, as a fact, and truth, there's 1 in 6 women who struggle with infertility, and I'm one of them. And so finding the root cause and healing is possible. Knowing your body, it can be underlying issues can be hormonal imbalances, polycystic ovarian syndrome, endometriosis, stress, scarring or blocked tubes, low progesterone. I mean, there's a lot of different answers, but the beauty of it is knowing your body through charting and fertility awareness can really open the window and unlock that mystery of what's going on, because you can really get then true help from once you can see what's going on and how to help your body. And the myth number 4, the solution to cycle issues is artificial contraception or hormones. That's sadly the standard of care. So it is something that is generally commonly prescribed because it makes your body kind of pretend to have a cycle. Unfortunately, again, it's pretending, and so it's not really natural. And there's so many side effects, and they're numerous, and they're serious. It's definitely not something that's it's not something that should be a standard of care when there's so many other ways we can get to the root cause. And really, the breast cancer risk increases 40%. It disrupts your healthy gut flora. At least it messes up your gut, unfortunately, on top of everything else. It lowers the libido, which that's not fun. And it alters our brains. And there's many studies to connect to all of these. And really, it turns off the functioning of your reproductive system. So it only gives a withdrawal bleeding, not actually true periods. So really, the key thing is it has numerous side effects, and unfortunately they're not great benefits. And so just in terms of basic return on investment, that's not a helpful thing. And it really just masks any issues with the cycle. And there's definitely healthier, greener, and more effective solutions with fertility awareness methods. And then myth number 5, postpartum depression has no real solution. And that's really is false. I did struggle, definitely, and I know a lot of friends and even clients who struggled, and there's definite protocols. And just even, there's emotional support, but there's also physiological support that your body needs during that time. And that's pieces that can be supplemented. And so many changes are occurring after birthing, really. There's ways to know how and when to get help. Natural progesterone protocol, adrenal support, again, even emotional support. And really, I definitely had anxious feelings postpartum with our first baby. And there are solutions that made a world of difference for me. And just by implementing some of those, I really did not struggle with it with our second baby, which was a huge, huge difference. So if you have experienced any of these, or definitely know someone who has, which I'm sure actually most of us women have struggled if not ourselves. I know a friend or family member who's struggled with one of these. So share this with them. Really, there are easy, natural solutions that have helped me and eventually hundreds of my clients to achieve healthy and happy cycles. So let's look at what these are. Are you ready? All right. So, natural solution 1, fertility awareness methods. This is not your grandma's method. Grandma's method was, right, everybody knows the rhythm method and everybody assumes is natural family planning. But this is getting to know your fertility and your body. This is how to understand your cycles. It's that window into our fertility. We can see so many different things. There's many different methods. The fertility care is the one I teach and use. And so I'm obviously well versed in that. But really, it's well proven and documented. There's numerous studies for high effectiveness, and you really get to know your body. And really, a side bonus is better marriage, health, and sex. So it's kind of versus artificially trying to help your body figure out what's going on. There are actually ways to get to the root of it, and they have only good side effects. So it's kind of a win-win. And I successfully use fertility care for infertility, hormonal imbalances, irregular cycles. I used to have crazy cycles because I had mild polycystic ovarian syndrome. So it really affected everything. Obvious PMS, which I talked about earlier, postpartum issues. And I used it even through breastfeeding and secondary infertility, and now to regular cycles and barely there PMS. So it's a beauty to see this the trail of charts I have and how much of a difference it's made. And then the medical side, actually, to this fertility care is called naprotechnology, which is just natural procreative technology. And it respects the dignity of all human life. It's up to 80% effective in treatment of infertility, which is huge because naprotechnology seeks to identify and treat the underlying causes. We're healing the body, and that's why it works, because the body knows what to do, but it needs help sometimes getting to the point of being able to do what it wants to do. And so napro technology allows babies to be conceived naturally for better pregnancy outcomes, and then it doesn't result in early abortions or even frozen embryos or a lot of the other, obviously, complications that come with all that. So you ask, I can have a highly effective method to avoid or achieve pregnancy, no bad side effects, and unlock my reproductive health and get happy, healthy cycles? Yes, definitely. And with fertility care, I do have limited opportunities to work directly with me. I have lots of colleagues that are amazing as well. So stay tuned for the end of the webinar to hear about that one. And now we've got natural solution to wellness choices. What we are eating and what we take into our bodies is again, immense effect on how our body functions, right? So our lifelong health and vitality depend on many factors. Diet, physical activity, even weight management, rest, stress management. It's not I guess I manage it a lot. I don't know if I manage it well all the time. But even exposure to toxins, inherited genetic predisposition for disease or wellness. And, some of them are beyond our complete control, but really, these scientific research is showing us how we can really affect for the good a lot of these things. And, it's a whole field of epigenetics, which is an amazing field. But there's the science of you don't have to turn on the bad genes. We can do amazing things to help our body stay well and leave those guys sleeping. And that's a beautiful thing, because we aren't just destined for not good things or bad things or sickness. We can help our bodies be healthy and full of vitality. And that really begins with providing your cells with essential nutrients and metabolic factors to help them perform really optimally. And so you need a high quality supplements, the whole food vitamins, omegas, even cellular repair. And that's really what I'm showing through the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack. And it has the 3 core things that you're seeing. And it's been an amazing addition to my wellness. And I've always taken good vitamins. I had to. I was, struggling with fibromyalgia and struggling with different things. And so I wasn't sure these would be all that different, but I wanted to give them a try. And I definitely have been stronger and much healthier since I started these. And really, I used them as my prenatals through my second pregnancy and supported my postpartum body. Right? I did not have postpartum anxious feelings as I had with baby 1. I had great milk supply, and obviously they continue to help me every day. And then also for those dealing with MTHFR or methylation issues, depends on which way you know it, as I do, and I know so many of my clients do, these have folate, so methylfolate, right, and not folic acid, which is not good for us with that gene mutation. And natural solution 2, prebiotics and probiotics. Really, this is so, more of this wellness solutions. Prebiotics are immensely helpful for the gut, right? And helpful to balance things out, have just what we need for our body. Our gut is really our second brain, they're calling it. But, we have so much of our immune system in the gut. And so really having the good gut flora to help maintain really the beneficial bacteria and support healthy functioning of digestive and immune systems, supporting obviously the intestines and colon, and then really just the optimal metabolism and absorption of food. That's a big piece that even if we're eating healthy stuff, we need to be able to absorb it to get it into our system. And healthy gut flora is obviously super important for babies, for the baby as you're birthing. And it's actually a really good kids version of this probiotic, and this one is called PB Assist from doTERRA. And then there's the PB Assist Junior, and it's kind of like a pixie stick, but it tastes like a watermelon pixie stick, and it is great. So if you're not super thrilled with a lot of pills or swallowing things, it is made for kids, but obviously adults can have it, and I've had it before, and we have no trouble with her taking it. She loves it. And another solution in our wellness and nutrition category is CBD oil. This is really hemp oil. It's a newer dietary supplement that has been really, really supportive for me. And the CBD stands for cannabidiol. And it is really supports mental health, general health, right? And restores balance. It's cannabidiol, to give a little background, if you're not familiar with this, is one of the many you can't say this one 5 times fast, cannabinoids found in hemp. And these specific ones really bind to receptors in our body. We have an endocannabinoid system, which is fascinating. This is kind of one of the newer systems they've discovered. They don't make things up. We just kind of don't know all the pieces of our body until we start understanding more and more and more. And it's really an integral part of human physiology and is responsible for multiple physiological and mental processes that naturally occur. And these cannabinoids, right, have no known toxicity level. There's nothing, this is a hemp oil, but it's not from actually the marijuana plant. It's a different hemp plant. And the CBD oil is all good benefits, and there's nothing psychoactive. And their health benefits come obviously without the negative side effects. And CBD Pure, which is the oil I love, because it's derived from certified organic industrial hemp grown in Denmark. So they don't use pesticides, herbicides, which is very good, because you have to know, we don't want to be taking a good product that then has pesticides in it, which is not good for us. And it definitely has high CBD content, which is that good therapeutic stuff, and is grown with great care. So it's obviously high quality, right? So I wouldn't pick anything that isn't high quality. And it has no psychoactive properties, will not impair users in any way. It's really important component of mental health, general health, and healthy hormones. I have been using it for quite a few months now, and it's really helped me have less anxious feelings, be more calm with my family and children, and have less monthly cycle symptoms, right? Again, my husband is happy about all those. I'm not flipping out as much because I, again, manage stress too much and don't relax. But really, to have a healthy, active, wonderful life, we want it to be full. And so this really has been a natural way for me with, which I'll talk about in a minute, with essential oils, with my nutrition, obviously knowing my fertility is a piece of it, but this piece has been amazing just in using it for helping me be more naturally calm. And it had an added side effect of all the help with relieving a lot of my anxious feelings or any kind of feelings about PMS. And stay tuned for, I definitely have a special on the CBD oil and some of our supplements. So stay tuned to the end. And now natural solution number 3, essential oils. So obviously many of you are familiar with essential oils, or you've heard of them, most likely by this point. But they can be used for a wide range of emotional and physical wellness applications. They can be used as single oils or in oil blends, depending on what you want as a desired benefit. I really support my whole family's health with essential oils, and we all can support our cycles, body, mind, and emotions with essential oils. And so I'm going to highlight oil blends that are super supportive for our fertility, emotions, and mental health through it all. So Clary Calm is a proprietary blend, but it has essential oils that provide soothing and calming effect during a woman's menstrual cycle. So I use this every day because this is calming and amazing. It smells great to me, but I think it's because my body needs it. It needs that support. And you can see what it has in it. It has clary sage, lavender, bergamot, Roman chamomile, cedarwood, ylang ylang, geranium, fennel, carrot seed, palmarosa, and vitex. And it really, it's a cooling effect to the skin, but it really helps balance the emotions. And I use it every day, morning and night. I apply it to my abdomen, the inside and outside of my ankle, where your reproductive reflex points are located. And it helps me calm and soothe my heightened emotions. Now, Citrus Bliss is another blend. So obviously it has a lot of citrus, right? So it has a lot of citrus, like wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, bergamot, again, tangerine, clementine, and with a hint of vanilla. And so it smells like, depending on where you're from, right? I was in California and nobody knew what I don't know, dreamsicle or orange Julius. We have one of those back here in Midwest. But it smells even better, obviously, than that. But it helps calm and uplift the mood. You can use it even in the morning to help kind of wake up naturally and positively, even in the afternoon. Help give you that nice little boost to lift. You can use it as a perfume. It also helps with healthy nursing health, which was how I got reintroduced. I've always used oils, but I got reintroduced to oils when I was nursing. It helped me open up some milk ducts that were stuck. And I obviously diluted it, right, with some fractionated liquid coconut oil. But it's gentle for mom and baby, so I could help myself. It smelled good, helped me calm down, and it was safe for the baby. And so all those things, obviously it makes it one of my favorite ones. Now, doTERRA Serenity Blend. This is another daily use one for me, but it promotes relaxation, a restful sleeping environment, lessens feeling of tension and calm, calms the emotions, right? It calms the mind, soothes your senses, and it's amazing for helping with restful sleep and even really getting to sleep. That was a big piece of my problem always, was my brain was just stuck on. I couldn't relax enough to kind of get to sleep. I would just struggle to fall asleep. With Serenity on my neck, and back of my neck, actually, and the temples, just before bed, like the last thing I do before bed, makes a huge difference in my sleep. And even falling back to sleep all through, felt like a million wakings of baby number 2 during the night. I would just slather on Serenity at night every time I wake up, and I was able to fall back asleep. And that was huge, even getting chunks of sleep throughout the night. And it's also calming during the day, right? And even after baby number 1, when I was so anxious and having really a lot of anxious feelings, per my doctor, I actually put it on my temples every hour to help relieve some of those anxious feelings. So it's great for rest, but it's not going to make you fall asleep in the middle of the day. It's just very calming. And we've got doTERRA Balance. It is the grounding blend. And it has it's more of a woodsy one. So there's the kind of, you can see the frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and then that hoe wood. And it is one of the ones that's slightly diluted because those oils are very strong. And so it would be too much just to have them straight. All the other oils are pure oil blends, just oils combined. And this balance does what it says. It helps you stay balanced. It's kind of a stress relieving. It helps a whole body sense of relaxation, kind of can ease anxious feelings. And I use it on my ankles and the bottom of my feet, morning and night. And it just helps me. All these pieces, they're acting on our bodies, just topically, but they're acting on our brains also as well with the smell. Our sense of smell and our olfactory system is immensely integral in our brain and how we think and how we feel. And it's important to our fertility, right, to stay lower stress. So that is a key piece again. Really high cortisol lowers our available progesterone and lowers our oxytocin. And so we need all these hormones working in the right balance for our healthy fertility. So are you ready to get healthy and happy cycles? I want to confirm we made good on our promise at the beginning. We really understand more about the reality of healthy fertility and healthy cycles versus those myths, the things we kind of accept as normal, but that our bodies are really kind of shouting to us that they need help. And are you excited to take action to help yourself have healthy cycles and happy cycles? That's a key thing. We can. And because you attended this webinar today and took the time to invest in you and your health, I want to offer a special price to help you move forward and help you get the results and even the relief that you need and want. And so we have 2 different great offers, so you can pick one or both, obviously. But really, this is a special bundle only offered for those who attend or listen to, right? I'll be obviously recording this and can send it out to the people who registered. So really only offered to those who have watched this webinar. So we have the Essential Wellness Bundle. It has a Clary Calm, obviously the amazing Lifelong Vitality supplements and our probiotic, as well as Balance, Serenity, and Citrus Bliss. All the great oils we talked about. And this includes our, becoming a wholesale customer, but you're getting that at the best prices. And as a bonus, you have access to me, right? As a coach, you have 3 free one-on-one half-hour coaching sessions with me to know, how do I use this? What else do I need? What else should I be working with how else can I get help? Really, there's also special bonuses again for ordering this week, which I'll get to. And the price total for this is $224. Obviously, tax and shipping just depends on where you are, what that goes for. But really, you're saving like 63%. So for knowing what you're wanting and what you want to have, and that you really want to take advantage of what your health, right? You're healthy, getting those healthy and happy cycles. This is just a small investment in your health. And I'm going to be putting up, how do I get this? Well, I'm going to be putting up a link in the chat box at the end, and I'll also send out with the email as a follow-up, that you can set up a free 15-minute call with me, because I really want to get to know you, and I want to get to know how to help you best, so that whatever that makes sense, and we'll get everything and get the order set up. And then remember we want to book into that 15-minute call in the next 24 hours. Doesn't mean you have to actually set it up and talk to me in the next 24 hours. But if you set it up in the next 24 hours, then we have some extra bonuses of some free ebooks, and you get your choice when we talk on the phone. And the other special offer today is CBD oil. So when you book your free 15-minute call with me in the next 24 hours, right, again, booking it versus actually talking to me, you can talk to me later, but if you get it set up, then we have really that 20% discount on CBD. That's a great discount. That's not something I normally do. And again, it's been such a help to me. So you can see the price is $79.99, and then you would take 20% off that and then add tax and shipping. So just by being part of this webinar today and then setting up a call with me, you get to take advantage of that awesome special today. So again, I will check in with you once I unshare my screen and say hello again at the end. I will set up that I can set up the links. You can go ahead and get scheduled, and also send it in our email. But thank you for making time this evening to be here. This is our end of our formal time. I can open it up. I'll unshare my screen and then look back at the chat box. But I'm looking forward to connecting with you more. We have amazing offers to help you move closer to your goal of truly healthy cycles. And really, we can, I'm so excited for you to take action and to make these the changes that you want to go for. We have solutions. You've seen that to what we're going through, and I'm so excited for you to move forward. And I'd love to be a piece and a part and a help in that journey. So I look forward to talking with you in our free call. Let me check in with. I'm going to start my video again, and then unshare so I can say hello. And hello, Audrey. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. And I will check in with you. I'm going to send out the attachment and the link. And if there's no questions right now, if there's any questions, I'll go ahead and we'll stop recording. It was lovely to see you all, and I will see you soon.